thank you for joining us.
Oh, man, I appreciate y'all.
It's been a minute.
It's been a while. It's been a couple years, but I appreciate y'all having us. I always see you at the shows. Well, it's always like good old friends meeting back up every time. So appreciate y'all having us.
Indeed. Yeah, no problem. Just to kind of refresh people. How did you get started in everything?
Oh man, started. I had started. I got my jaw broken in a fight in high school, and I started rapping right around when I had my jaw broken because I just was bored and I was at home a lot. So right around that time, I was rapping off beat, and I wasn't really good, and I just kept doing that to myself for about 2 to 3 years. And around 2013 is when I started building my studio, and I was at my dad's house, in a bedroom at my dad's house, and that turned into a little bit of a bigger studio in the bedroom at my dad's house, and then I started adding people to the label. It's changed a little bit since then, but I still have LDT Sag with me, still have Swizzy with me. We've added Cold Case to the team. I haven't announced that officially, so that's an exclusive for you guys. I haven't told everybody officially Cold Case is going to be part of LDT, but you and all the viewers can know that LDT is part of the gang now. He's with us, rocking with us. And we have our affiliates, Young Tone, Hyphen, a couple other people rocking with us, Mouse Meets Dog. And not like official affiliates, but they rock with us pretty heavy. And it turned into, from a small studio for my dad's house to what we have now. I have a little bedroom. Still a bedroom studio, but it's dedicated. It's not where I sleep in now, although it could be sometimes. But yeah, man, it's still something small, but I don't look at it like as other people do, because I don't look at it. I'm in it. I'm in it in real time. So when I'm looking at it, I still have so much work to do and so much other stuff to do. But other people are telling me I'm doing really good, so I think I'm doing okay. But yeah, we have a little movement going on, and shout out to my sponsors. I got Barbershop Legends, got Yvette Jewelry and Design. We got a few companies rocking with us, making stuff happen. So it's really good.
So what made you get into production, and how did you I guess through trial and error discover the equipment and the program that you need to record?
That was the whole process in itself too. So going back to like 2013, 2014, when I started building the studio, I bought a lot of books like For Dummies, Recording for Dummies, Pro Tools for Dummies, a lot of For Dummies books. But I also
those are some of the best though, yo.
those are my favorites, just because they're so simplified. And then a lot of other books, like Avid books, like from actual Pro Tools, and then a lot of YouTube videos and stuff like that. And just started learning how to build my own sound, because I think that's the thing that people don't understand. Like when you're building a studio, you could do a lot of copying and doing like what other people do, but building your own sound and like your own vocal chain and like a lot of things like that really matters too, and it's very characteristic to your own studio. Yeah. So I think that's a big part of what I focused on for a long time. And I had a really good vocal chain that I kind of stole from B-Lo. He had bought a Riff Raff verse, and he couldn't open it, because it was a Pro Tools file that he got. And he sent it to me because he was the only person, I was the only person that he trusts with it. So when I opened it, I was like, hey, bro, I was like, this is a really cool session. Do you mind if I take some of this and use this in my template? He's like, bro, you opened the session for me. I couldn't do anything with the verse, so like you're more than welcome to do whatever you want with it. So I incorporated that with kind of what I was doing. And then since then, there's another engineer that I really look up to, Trenton Romanini, and he has a really good mix, and I've kind of integrated our templates together, and it's probably one of my best mixes I've been getting now. Okay. I really love just mixing and getting into the frequencies and the compression and all the sonics of it. It's really fun.
How difficult was it for you to develop the ear? Not everyone has the ear for making music, for the engineering part.
Right. I don't know. I think it's kind of like you got it or you don't, because sometimes I'll be listening for things that I don't like in a mix, and I'll be like, you hear that right there? I don't like that. And some artists hear it, and some of them don't. Like some people be like, oh yeah, it's kind of harsh, or they'll hear it, and some people are just like, I don't know what you're talking about, because so I think it's really just dependent on your ear, really. I don't think it's like it probably can be trained, but I don't know. Like I couldn't speak on it really like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's good, because obviously you've been putting in the work for quite a while, and people are liking it.
Yeah. Now, yeah. I know. I had some bad critiques on some mixes way back, and I listen to some of them now, and I'm just like, I cringe. But yeah, they're getting to a good spot now for sure.
Have you thought about going back and like reworking?
Oh man, all the time. But it's just we have so much other stuff lined up with Cold Case and Tone and everybody else that I couldn't. I'd have to really find like a good time to revisit all of that for sure.
Well, keep us on the loop.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
do.
Definitely
Yeah.
will. Definitely
You do, man. So, gentlemen, how did you get involved with Wreckin and the label? How did that come about?
So I've known Wreckin since way back. I would say like what, maybe almost 10 years, about a dime piece. And I went over there to record one time, and we just clicked since then, and he's kept it real since. So I actually used to be part of the LDT label, and then I actually I live in Lytle, so it's kind of far. And honestly, at the time, I wasn't taking music as serious, and I don't know, I felt like I was holding the team back, so I stepped back, you know what I'm saying? And then life happened, of course, so. And I've been, thankful that, I've known this man, and he's continued to do music, because now that I'm back, it's good to see the progression, you know what I mean? It's awesome.
So what motivated you to actually come back?
So 2 years ago, back in 2021, I was in a car wreck. I broke both of my femurs, my ankle, my finger, and my thumb. So that was like a life-changing moment, and like since then I was like, this is what I want to do. So started taking it serious. So.
And looks like the recovery went good.
Went great, yes, thank God.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, thank God.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did you become part of the whole team?
It started playing video games. I actually got a friend, Nick Casanova, who I do a lot of songs with. He actually connected me with Sav and Wreckin in regards to it. I went over one day, recorded with him, and pretty much haven't left since. I started pushing my videos, dropping those, and Wreckin's been shooting those for me as well. Just putting in a lot of work, and I listen to a lot that he has to say when it comes to music.
Yeah, he's always spitting game. Yeah, for sure.
That's
Always.
good. You got someone who's looking out for it.
Yeah, man, always.
Have you had much work before you started getting with Wreckin?
So yeah, I went through, the artist development phase where it's trial and error a lot in regards to it. I put music down for a little bit, and then last year I was like, you know what, I'm going to commit to it. I didn't travel like I usually do and put in a solid year. You can definitely see it was something that's pushed me, and I've elevated since then. So now it's just got to keep the consistency.
Man, and it's good to have someone who's motivating you and trying to point you in the right direction.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what's up. Wreckin? Sounds like you got some work going, man.
Yeah, we're trying, man. We're trying to stay busy. Like I was telling your last guest, it's really humble, it's really small, but I'm hoping to take it somewhere. The guys are really good, really loyal, hardworking. That's what I've really focused on now. We had a big team before, and they weren't. I don't want to talk down on them, but they just weren't all very dedicated the way these guys are now. So yeah, it's different now. It's for sure different.
Stay tuned, y'all. We've got more coming up with Wreckin. We're going to break some music from Sirius featuring B-Rock and 10 and